Today, we're going to push each of our platforms forward in some exciting and breakthrough ways.
So let's get started with iOS. Our new release is iOS 14. This year, we've spent time rethinking some of the most iconic elements of the experience on iPhone. Now, it all started here, with a carefully considered home screen that has truly stood the test of time. Well, that brings us to this year. We're doing more on our iPhones today than ever before, so we've rethought some of the core elements of iOS to reflect this. Let's dig in, starting with the home screen, the app library. It's a new space at the end of your home screen pages that automatically organizes all your apps in one simple and easy to navigate view. So here in App Library, getting to the app I'm looking for is really easy. Up at the top, I have the search field, and I get all my apps organized from A to Z. Today, widgets help you get information at a glance, but a lot has changed since we first introduced these. To start, they're more beautiful and data-rich, and we're introducing different sizes, so you can choose one that best fits your needs. So check this out. I'm just gonna tap and hold on the weather widget, and I can drag it out of Today View and onto my home screen. And watch, as I move it around, the apps just dance out of the way to make space for my new widget. Well, let's add a second one. Just gonna tap the plus here in the upper left and grab onto podcasts. I can drop it just like that. With the Smart Stack, I can easily swipe through widgets to pick just the one I want for the moment. So you can access apps on your iPhone while watching video or talking on a FaceTime call. When I swipe to go home, the video automatically goes into picture-in-picture right over the home screen. Another iconic experience that's getting a major update is Siri. For example, if you say, "Open Safari," Siri pops up at the bottom of the screen and instantly launches the app. Or if you ask for information, like the weather, results appear at the top of the screen, just like a notification. Now, this is especially great when there's information you want to reference on screen. For example, you could ask Siri to add to your grocery list.
Siri's always been great for getting information and now has over 20 times more facts than just 3 years ago. For more complex questions like, how do hybrid cars work? Or what causes seasons? Keyboard dictation uses the same speech recognition as Siri. And leveraging the power of the neural engine, we are now able to run dictation on device. This provides great accuracy and privacy. Siri can help with translations. That's why we're introducing a new app called Translate. Using advanced on-device machine learning and the powerful neural engine, you can translate your text and voice between any combination of these 11 languages. Just tap on the microphone and say, "What are your store hours?"
¿Cuáles son las horas de su tienda?
Next up, Messages.
From the beginning, Messages was designed to make it really easy to get to your newest messages. So we are introducing a new way to let you stay connected to your most important conversations by letting you pin them at the top of your list so you can always get to them. And you can see messages as they come in with a beautiful animation on the pin. There are over 1 trillion ways to customize your identity with Memoji. In iOS 14, we're adding even more ways to create your look with over 20 new hair and headwear styles to let you reflect your hobby, profession, and personality. Last, let's chat about groups. First, we're adding inline replies that let you reply directly to a specific message. You can view replies in the full conversation, or you can view them as their own thread so you can focus in on the specific topic. To make it even more clear who a message was meant for, we're introducing mentions. With mentions, you can just type someone's name to direct a message to them. And check out the top of this conversation. We have an all-new design for how groups appear. It lets you see all the members of your group where the most recently active people are shown largest.
Apple Maps is the best way to navigate and explore the world, all while protecting your privacy. Over the past several years, we've added many great features, and of course, we've been rebuilding our map from the ground up.
In addition to helping you discover great new places, Maps helps you get there in a way that's better for the planet. With iOS 14, we're introducing great new features to help our users reduce their carbon footprint. And our first one is also our most requested. It's cycling. We've built an incredible cycling experience that helps you get around town on your bike. EV routing. Maps is going to help eliminate range anxiety. Maps will track your current charge and factor in things like elevation and weather to automatically add charging stops along your route. And Maps will know which type of charger works for your car, making sure to only route you to compatible stations.
On to CarPlay. First up, we have new wallpaper options, perfect for the car. And we're adding support for new categories of CarPlay apps, parking, EV charging, and quick food ordering. Car keys. They've been around for over 100 years, but they've become big, bulky, and ripe for reimagining.
It uses NFC, and you just tap to unlock. And I place my phone on the charging pad and then push to start. Digital keys have security benefits. They live in the secure element of your iPhone, and you can share from wherever you are with iMessage. With each key you share, you can set options, like a restricted driving profile, perfect for teen drivers.
App Store. What if you could have the right app you needed at just the right moment? An app clip is a small part of an app. It's light and fast and easy to discover. They start with this card, which quickly pops up, and with just a tap, you can launch the app clip. You don't need to enter credit card numbers because app clips can use Apple Pay for payments. App clips can be easily discovered and launched from the web. You can launch app clips from Messages when friends share them with you. When you want to order takeout from a restaurant in Maps, you can launch an app clip right from a place card. And next up, iPadOS. iPadOS 14. This year, iPadOS delivers unique, made-for-iPad designs that take great advantage of the iPad's large, multi-touch display.
iPad is the perfect device for browsing your photos. Its large canvas lets you immerse yourself in all your favorite memories. With just a tap of this button, I can reveal the sidebar, with all the core functionality of the app in a single location. My photos remain front and center, but now I can quickly tap to move between parts of the app. We've brought this sidebar to many apps across iPadOS, like Notes, where it provides quick and easy access to all your folders. And Files. We've also streamlined the toolbars, adding new drop-down menus that consolidate functions into a single, easy-to-access button. I can just tap to change views like this, and for even quicker access, I can just tap and drag to change the sort order, all in a single motion. The sidebar in Music makes it easy to move between views. I can quickly jump between the new Listen Now and my playlists.
But there's more, starting with Siri. The new compact Siri design that you heard about in iOS 14 is especially useful on iPad. Results appear at the bottom right corner, allowing you to easily reference the app while using Siri. And we applied this same approach to other parts of the experience. Like calls. Wouldn't it be nicer if instead you saw this? Well, that's much better. And this applies to all calls, including those from your iPhone or third-party VoIP apps like Skype. Now, there's one more key experience we've redesigned for iPad this year, and that's search. So we've redesigned search with a new compact design. You can start a search from anywhere, like the home screen or over any app. And search now makes navigating to your favorite websites just as easy as launching an app. Just type a few letters and the top hit will take you right to Safari. So this year we're bringing Scribble to iPad. So you can handwrite into any text field and it will automatically be converted to text. Next, let's talk about AirPods.
AirPods will now seamlessly move between your devices without you having to manually switch them. Spatial audio. By applying directional audio filters and subtly adjusting the frequencies each ear receives, we can place sounds virtually anywhere in space, creating an immersive surround sound experience. We constantly compare the motion data from your head and your screen to understand how they're moving in relation to each other.
In WatchOS 7, developers can enable multiple complications. We're introducing face sharing. You'll be able to discover curated faces with third-party apps on the App Store, or discover a new favorite watch face right on a website, or receive watch faces directly from friends and family.
The workout app uses algorithms that are smartly tuned to track all aspects of your training. We're adding dance.
Tracking your sleep.
In the evening ahead of your bedtime, your phone can display the wind-down screen to help you transition mentally before you go to bed. Apple Watch tracks your sleep using a machine learning model that senses your motion and even interprets the micro movements caused by the rise and fall of your breath. There's an updated sleep section in the Health app, including a view of your trends over time.
Apple Watch is the first watch to deliver automatic detection when you start washing your hands and sensing of how long you actually wash.
At Apple, we believe privacy is a fundamental human right, so we build it into our products from the beginning of the design process. all of our product work is grounded in a set of privacy principles. First, data minimization. Second, on-device intelligence. Third, security. And finally, transparency and control.
In addition to the option of sharing your precise location, you'll have the option to only share your approximate location with apps.
We're also making changes for mic and camera, so you always know when you're recording. So if an app uses either one, we'll indicate that in the status bar.
Next, let's talk about tracking. App Store policy will require apps to ask before tracking you across apps and websites owned by other companies.
Today, we require that apps have a privacy policy. We're going to require each developer to self-report their practices.
We'll show you what they tell us. You can see if a developer is collecting a little bit of data on you or a lot of data, or if they're sharing data with other companies to track you.
Now, let's talk about some big changes coming to macOS. Our next release of macOS is macOS Big Sur. We've refined some of the most iconic elements of the Mac experience. You'll notice that we've created gorgeous new app icons. You'll notice it has a gorgeous new top-to-bottom design for the sidebar. And it has a compact, space-efficient toolbar. And you may have noticed that we brought color back as well. Now, we've refreshed the design for all the apps on the system, from apps like Calendar and Notes, to podcasts and music with its new Listen Now pane. We've brought Control Center to the Mac. I could change display brightness here, or I can click to dive in for more. Say I want one-click access to Do Not Disturb. Well, I can just click and drag it right into my menu bar and customize just like that. And as you see, we now have a single view that brings your notifications and widgets together all in one place. And you can see I have a gallery of all my widgets, and they come in a variety of sizes. Let's talk about messages. We're introducing powerful search. We have a redesigned photo picker and Memoji. You can now create and edit your Memoji right on your Mac. Messages Effects helps you celebrate special moments and get your point across. And you're also getting pin conversations that are synced across devices so you can always get to them. Let's talk about Mac Catalyst. This year, developers will be able to optimize their apps to fully utilize the native resolution of the Mac screen, so you get multiple resizable windows, keyboard shortcuts, and everything else you'd expect from a native Mac app. Safari. Safari is now on average more than 50% faster than Chrome. This year, we want to give our users even more visibility into how each site they visit tries to track them and the ways that Safari protects them. So now users can click on the Privacy Report button in the toolbar when they visit a site to better understand how that site is treating their privacy. We're adding support for the Web Extensions API, so developers can easily bring over extensions that they built for other browsers.
We're announcing that the Mac is transitioning to our own Apple Silicon.
When you take a closer look at this chart, you realize you want to operate in the upper left corner. You want to deliver the highest performance at the lowest power consumption. And that's exactly where we want to take the Mac. Our scalable architecture includes many custom technologies that, when integrated with our software, will bring even more innovation to the Mac. With our advanced power management, we will maximize performance and battery life better than ever before. Our secure enclave will bring best-in-class security. And our high-performance GPU is going to bring a whole new level of graphics performance. And we're bringing many other custom technologies, such as our video, display, and image processing engines that will help make the Mac better than ever before. First, we're designing a family of SoCs specifically for the Mac product line. Second, just like we did with the iPhone, iPad, and Watch, we're going to bring great technologies to the Mac. This will give the Mac a unique set of features and incredible performance. And third, we'll have a common architecture across all of our product lines, making it far easier for developers to write and optimize software for the entire Apple ecosystem.
We've created Universal 2. It's a new type of universal binary that works on both Intel-based Macs and Macs built on Apple Silicon. So developers can tap into the native power and performance of our new Macs and still support Intel-based Macs, all with a single binary for all of their users. This is a system built to support early development using the same A12Z processor currently shipping in iPad Pro. macOS Big Sur will include a new version of Rosetta, Rosetta 2. Rosetta 2 automatically translates your existing Mac apps so they work on new Macs with Apple Silicon. We're also introducing new virtualization technologies in macOS Big Sur. So for developers who want to run other environments like Linux or tools like Docker, we have you covered. And Mac users can, for the first time, run iOS and iPadOS apps directly, tapping into the world's most vital app ecosystem. The DTK hardware takes the form of a Mac Mini, but one with an A12Z SoC inside.
And for the customers, we expect to ship our first Mac with Apple Silicon by the end of this year, and we expect the transition to take about 2 years. We plan to continue to support and release new versions of macOS for Intel-based Macs for years to come. Thanks to you all for joining us. This has been such a big day, and it's only the beginning of a huge week to come.